Screen.
All right, we're starting off here with Sylvia Faust. If you got questions for Sil, please raise your hand. And it looks like we're starting with Rafi.
Hey, Sylvia.
Hey,
congratulations on how far you come at the Olympics. How do you feel about the way your team has been coming together during these first two games of the Olympics?
I'm happy with the direction that we're taking. Of course, we had a lot of scares in the beginning, should I say, a lot of concerns in the beginning of just our play and connectivity and stuff like that. But we're moving in the right direction, and I'm loving every bit of it.
And a follow-up question, which Olympic athlete outside of basketball in this year's Olympics inspires you to become the greatest that you are right now in this year's Olympics?
I can't just choose one. There's so many great ones out there. So I will say I'm rooting for everybody, Team USA.
Exactly.
All right, we go to Doug Feinberg and then Michelle Vogel.
Hey, Sil, good to see you as always.
Hey, Dougie.
So I'm curious, I mean, to the outside, they think, okay, just you play basketball and nothing else when you're here. And Dawn is saying that she likes that you guys have no distractions, so to speak, of family, getting tickets, whatever.
Yeah.
Like from the player standpoint, I mean, you can basically go to practice, go to the arena to play, watch the men play. Like, what's it like from the mental state for what you guys have to go through right now? Is it like the bubble last year, or is it different?
I definitely would say it's somewhat similar to the bubble. So we've been prepped to get here and not be able to do much. And at the end of the day, I like that we have no distractions. But I'm also content where I'm at. So I like having a long time. So this don't mean much to me besides the fact that I just sit in the room all day. Or sometimes I go up to the lounge and chill out with the girls for a little bit. But I like the time that we have to ourselves.
Thanks, Sil.
Michelle, you're up next.
Hey, Sylvia. I was wondering, like, you know, you've done this. This is you're very familiar with this. The challenge that the Olympics presents you in terms of the different types of teams you face.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like this team defensively handles that? Because a lot of these teams are very different in terms of what you have to do to face them. And do you feel like you guys are, you know, now especially having 2 games under your belt, you kind of feel good about that defensively?
Defensively, I do feel good about it. And I think it starts at practice too, just mentally getting yourself prepared for how different teams are. And I think the second squad do a really good job of prepping for these games for the starting 5. Although it looks different, every team does look different. But mentally, you just have to be ready and willing to go out there and just put yourself on the line and do whatever the scheme is for that night.
And, you know, Dawn was talking about this earlier, how it is tough to get, you know, enough minutes for everybody when considering how many, I mean, it's literally 12 great players.
Right.
How have you sort of adjusted to that? Do you sort of see your role as, okay, if I don't play as much as, you know, not nearly as much as you would maybe in the WNBA, but that you're also, it's so important how you're helping in practice, get people ready. Do you sort of take both of those things as being important?
Most definitely. Everybody knows that coming to Team USA, your role pretty much changes. So you can't be content with one thing or doing one thing. Every given night, your role change. Some nights they're gonna need you to score. Some nights they're gonna need you to play defense. Most nights they're gonna need you to rebound, get deflections and stuff like that. So your role pretty much change as the games go, but you have to be mentally prepared. And it starts in practice of making sure you're getting that starting 5 ready. And that's my duty. And I take it to heart, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes for us to win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Doug, we'll go back to you.
So just to pick up on Michelle's question, obviously there are a bunch of first timers here. Some of them aren't playing as much as maybe other first timers past. Do you talk to them at all? Say, hey, you know, don't worry, like this is what we're about. Do you have to have that conversation, or does people understand, like, hey, if I play 1 minute, 5 minutes, no minutes, I'm helping other ways for us to win?
I think everybody pretty much understand their role, but at the same time, you do want to keep that line of communication so nobody get lost along the way. And so after games, I do talk to players who don't play as much and let them know that your role is just as important as the starting five. And any given moment, your role can change as well. So stay ready. Don't get down on yourself mentally, because we all here together and it's going to take all 12 of us to win this thing.
All right, Sylvia, thank you very much.
Thank you.